off, I don't care what you people say. Never follow rules, I'm a trendsetter anyway. Okay, I march to the beat of my own drum. They say I need rules in my life, well I got some. That's one, kill the competition. Two, be a loyal dog. Three, and if they snitching on your man, send them to the mall. Four, when you party, go hard till you hit the floor. Five, if you didn't see me do it, what the hell you asking for? Welcome to my world. LLAMA.
Yo, what's good, Llama Nation? Yo, I gotta shout out Llama off the rip because honestly, I messed up a lot right there. One, I didn't go live on time. Two, I didn't realize. I finally found the section where I can play the video seamlessly, but I just messed up the timings on him. So shout out Llama because he does that shit perfect every time. But welcome to another Sunday night, 10 p.m. Eastern. Obviously, Llama's not here. Some shit happened. He's basically at his son's game. I think he said if they won, they would have to play another game. So he got stuck out there. So I got my co-host for the pre-Llama show. We do it every Sunday before the Llama show, 10 p.m. Eastern. Mr. Roman2Raww, you guys know him, love him. You seen him from the famous Nacho Libre clip. What up, son?
What's going on?
How you feeling?
Feeling a little tired, but I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? It was a little last minute, but but nah, it's been pretty good. It's been pretty good. So
this guy's energy is low right now, dude.
Nah, that Jersey Shore thing, that shit woke me up. That shit was hilarious.
The Jersey Shore, yeah, that was good. That was good content right there. Well, anyways, let's just get right into the chat, man. I see you right there saying what's up. What do you do?
Both
accounts, yeah, both accounts. But you got the Roman2Raww. We got to start promoting that. You got Walter Walsh, the GOAT.
What's going on, peeps? Big Walter.
How you doing, Papa Walter? Papa Walsh, Papa Walter.
Papa Bird.
You got the little bird, Jay Bird.
Little bird, Jay Bird.
I don't think he'll like that. He said, yeah. Llama himself, the co-host. Hello, Llama.
What up, Llama?
How you doing, buddy? We miss you out here. We miss you. We got Pablo. Hey, what up? Let's hope Gabe stays awake. If he falls asleep on it, it's a meme at this point. Pablo's mom tried to swallow him, but oh my god, Bird's an idiot. What's stuck? All right, that's enough of that. Yo, he's doing that on purpose. He knows I'm gonna show it. Pablo, no. All right, man. All right, let's get right into it. How was your week, bro? How was your week?
Oh my god. It was stressful, bro. Coming back from 4th of July was just...
That 3-day weekend effed you up?
Bro, just going through the motions. Going through the fucking motions.
And it's been crazy hot, huh?
Going into this... Oh, crazy hot. Even going into this weekend, I slept a lot of the weekend, bro.
You just enjoyed some rest.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, my sister was telling me, like, it's been crazy hot outside. So I can imagine you working outside.
Like right now, like our AC is just battling against how hot it is outside, and it's just
I feel like that right now. The AC business is probably booming. So the HVAC, bro, because they sent out. So my AC broke, and I've been in this place for 2 weeks. It broke the 3rd day we're here.
Oh my god,
it's been broken every day. But luckily, I have like a nice AC like in-house unit that keeps it cool. But they sent out email. We've been like emailing the maintenance, like, yo, we need an AC fix. Yeah, we need it. And today they sent out a mass email saying we're separating our AC and our dryer problems to one side of the maintenance, and then the other side will be non-AC unit. So I'm thinking everybody's AC right now is fucking chalk. And I'm sure
it's like here than a Nelly single out here.
Oh man.
To say the least.
But anyways, man, it's been a interesting week in terms of content. We got the late night going on Tuesdays on the Blackout GG channel. We got our pre-Llama show going out.
I just seen you guys did the Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I was just about to say, me and Llama did a Beacon.
Birdie and Llama did some WWE. Finally.
Yep. So some content coming out. We finally got the Aladdin is a cuck clip.
Yo, Llama, I just want to personally apologize. I seen your message to do some promo, but just this week, bro, I've been in my own world. I apologize.
You gonna apologize? You didn't even text him back, dude?
I'm taking the opportunity to apologize now. I'm sorry.
But I want to highlight Llama's editing here. We found the clip. Shout out Herc. Found the clip. So, oh wow, interesting. So here it is. The cock. You know what I mean? Jasmine was bad. She was cool, but like Jasmine's my favorite Disney princess of all time. Llama really almost put the water out.
Let me do a spit take. I swear to God.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Come on.
That was super high.
Yeah, super lit, bro. Oh my God.
Can you call him that? I said, damn it.
What can I say?
Yeah,
I combat this guy.
You sound like the dude from Half Baked, the white dude. Come on, man. What are you talking
about? Tell me no, bro.
Left Llama on red. I apologize, Llama.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm gonna text you back.
Llama agreed though. Llama, by the end of it, Llama goes, he was kind of a bitch. But shout out Llama's editing. I like the style of it. That's definitely like, we need more Llama show clips. We need clips for all the shit we're doing right now. To be honest, all the podcasts, there are clippable moments. I've been trying to post more consistently on the YouTube and shit. So, you know, a lot of blackout content on the horizon. But let's just hop right into the topics tonight, because I know you gotta wake up early and shit. Llama said,
on the road home. Thank you guys for taking on the show. Thank you for having me.
You should have did it on the road though, if you're real, dude. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, just pop in. Just pop in.
Yeah, you want the link, dude? I'll send him
the link. Send him the link just in case.
So I'm gonna send him the link to his own place. Even though he should have the link, he sent it to me first.
The clip was a classic. Definitely.
Oh, that's
shout out to Herc for the lost files, bro.
He found that shit, bro.
Yeah, he went back into the archive, son.
I respect that. He just randomly texted it. Was like, yo, let me share this on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, like this shit. If you're on YouTube, all that shit, like it. Anyway, UFC 290. I didn't really get to watch the card, but I was like keeping an eye on it. I had some bets going, you know what I mean? Shout out DraftKings. They took all my money this weekend. But I had some really good bets that I wish I did individually, because I probably would have won some money. But overall, it just seemed like a night of finishes. Like, it just from what I see, it was like every fight was finishing. And I was like, damn. Again, you kind of get the vibe. Like when you watch a lot of these UFC fights, you see like sometimes the vibe of the night, sometimes it's just straight decisions all night. Like there's just the vibe of the night. Sometimes it's like last night where it's just finishes and crazy fights. But you got to watch it. You did a fight companion. How was that?
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't make it all the way to the final fight, but I think the theme of the night was just really like, I explain. They're kind of like gory a little bit. Like it was some wars going on.
Yeah.
Brandon Moreno and Pantoja fight. That
fight went crazy.
Crazy. And then Turner and what's the other
Dan
name?
Hooker.
Yeah, that was another good one. Robert Whittaker's fight was pretty good.
The Reaper got reaped. Crazy. Well, I want to kind of go in order. You seen Bo Nichols fight though? That's the one I didn't get to see, and he opened up.
I think I missed that one.
All right.
I had to take the dog for a walk.
I had to take the dog for a walk. All right. So Bo Nichols opened up on DraftKings, and like, you know, obviously UFC is like huge in betting. He opened up as one of the biggest favorites, I think, either ahead of Amanda Nunes or right under Amanda Nunes, but opened up as the biggest betting favorite. And I put $5 on it. And if he would have won, or if the other guy would have won and slept him, I would have been easy up like 300 off that shit. You know what I mean? Like it was just like a crazy betting on. But there's a lot of hype behind this guy. His opponent that he was originally supposed to fight backed out 5 days before last night, and this guy stepped in. And the guy was 7-0. Bo Nichols 4-0. Bro, he finishes him in fucking 38 seconds.
Oh yeah, I heard that. I heard about that one.
38 seconds just finishes the guy. Like you got all this hype around you.
Through the Nichols fight, we all missed. Yeah.
Fuck. Damn. and it was so fast that you weren't gonna catch it anyways. But yeah, he had all this hype going in, right? And I even was kind of like hating a little bit, like, oh no, he's gonna lose. Like, I wanted him to lose so bad because one, I wanted to win, but also like, fuck, dude. And he proved that he's that guy. So I'm interested to see what the UFC is gonna do. Like, are they gonna keep like slow building this guy? But we'll see. I mean, this guy's definitely got star potential. And 38 seconds. He's 5-0 right now. Right, he just started because he was a collegiate wrestler. Just started mixed martial arts, 5-0, all first round finishes. Like this kid's can.
I mean, like, even to win in that short of a time, that's nice.
No, it's impressive.
That's a nice.
Yeah,
you know, to get no.
Especially because your opponent drops out, so the guy you're training for isn't who you're fighting, and you can get the fight over with and really not have to worry about maybe him catching you with something.
Yeah.
I definitely want to go back and watch it because I haven't got to see it yet. But I started watching the Pantoja fight, the Moreno. Oh, I can't believe I said Pantoja first, but let's actually. What was the fight before that? Was it the Dan Hooker?
Yeah.
Did you like that fight? It went to decision, right?
Yeah, it went to decision, but it was pretty close. Like, I want to say with their stand and bang, it was just real close. Like Hooker would be 1 or 2 punches away from getting knocked out, and then it would go right back the other way. The other dude was stunned up, where you're thinking he's from 1 or 2 punches away.
It is
dropping down. Yeah.
Jalen Turner's a stud too, and the thing is, Dan Hooker was on the downslide. So I picked a 3-pick parlay for underdogs. It was Robbie Lawler, who it was his last fight. So in my head was like, he's going to try to go out with a bang. And he wins by knockout or like TKO in the first round, I think in like 45 seconds, some shit like that. So that was how my parlay started. I was like, and it was like a $500 win. I was like, oh, let's go. And then I would have doubled up if Bo Nichols lost. Obviously he didn't. And then I picked Dan Hooker because I feel like Dan Hooker has been on the slide, but people are kind of like underestimating like how good he is on the feet. Yeah. And like I know Jalen Turner is a star in the making. I think, at least I think, like his stand up is pretty good from what I've seen. So I knew this was kind of one of those moments where it was like, is the veteran gonna let the new guy like kind of jump over him type thing? And I'm glad.
No, it was a close fight. It was close, bro.
No, I'm glad it was a close fight because I don't think either of them lose stock in a fight like that. You know, like it raises Dan Hooker's stock back to like he's still at that level, and it's like Dan Hooker's fought everybody pretty much in that division, and it shows that Jalen Turner is ready for that level. You know, he might be a little under, but he is right there, like knocking on the top 15, top 10. So, but what was the vibe? Did you guys think Hooker got it beforehand, like in the fight companion?
I should have went and looked back at it. I knew I should have, but
it's all good.
Hold on, I got it right here. All right. Dan Hooker. So Dan Hooker 0 for 2 for takedowns, submission attempts 1.
Birdie said that fight was so
125 to 197. Yeah, bro.
So, but if Bird's saying it was close, then it could have went either way, which I think it went split decision. All right, but fuck it. I'm excited to see both of them fight. I want to see Dan Hooker kind of like reclaim, because I thought there was a point where I thought Dan Hooker was on his way to fight for the belt, but obviously when he fought Michael Chandler, Michael Chandler finished him really fast, and I kind of put him on a downhill spot. Dan Hooker was Michael Chandler. You know Michael Chandler, right? The guy doing Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah.
His debut in the UFC was against Dan Hooker, and he fucking finished him quick.
I think no, I think it's John Jones' brother that's like in the NFL or something.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, John Jones.
It isn't I think Chandler's brothers.
No, he's a white dude. You talk about Chandler Jones. Shit.
Yeah.
That's bro. Let's go to the next fight. This guy's yawning and shit.
Yeah. All right. Robert Whittaker and I couldn't even say.
Dricus Duplessis. South African. Duplessis. South African brother.
You say that 3 times.
All right. Well, how did you watch the fight? Like you watched it live. How'd you feel about it?
I mean, going in, I wanted Robert Whittaker to win.
Yeah, me as well.
But he Duplessis. Duplessis. Oh, look, the little dog in the back. Hey, what's up, buddy? No, but he had a nice stand-up game going. I really didn't pay too much attention to that fight because I was kind of in and out at that time. But I want to say I had more interest on the post fight with Israel Adesanya. I believe he came out of the cage after he won and he shook Donald Trump's hand. Yeah, fucking Jimmy, bro. I could never say his name regular now. Donald Trump.
So what? Duplessis shook his hand?
He shook. He went out the cage,
crazy.
shook Donald Trump's hand, and then shook Dana White's hand. And at the same time, we were watching the chat on the webpage, and everyone was like, "Fuck Dana White." I was like, "God damn, what are you doing?"
Oh, UFC fans kind of don't like Dana sometimes.
I can see that.
It's like,
there was like a bunch of them.
It's like a weird thing. Like
somebody was like,
they don't like him.
Duplessis is fucking up my parlay right now.
That's another thing. I picked him to win on the parlay. I was tight. I was like, fuck, that was a good pick. That was a good shot. No, but the thing is, all right, let's break the fight down though. All right, so Duplessis does look he looks like a guy that should compete for the belt, right? Like, especially the fact that, I mean, they said it all throughout the broadcast and shit, but Robert Whittaker only lost, they said it all week really, but Robert Whittaker's only loss in the last fucking 10 years was to Adesanya twice. So it's like, I don't know, it was easy to be like Robert Whittaker should win this fight, but Duplessis, his skills, he's there and he's got power. And the thing was, going into like his narrative going in was that his nose was broken and he couldn't breathe well. And there was a lot of like his fights that looked like he got tired later in the fights and he got it fixed before this one. So it was more like, let's see what he can do. And he showed it. I mean, he wasn't breathing hard at the end. He finished him. He finished him well. Like it was actually pretty impressive. Oh shit. Special guest. The LLAMA.
The LLAMA
Welcome in, buddy.
What's up, guys?
LLAMA, the road runner.
The pre-LLAMA show is taking over the actual LLAMA show right now. How do you feel about that?
It feels good. It feels good. You guys are doing a great job tonight. Thank you for covering.
Yeah,
LLAMA, did you catch the fights last night?
I saw the last fight, and that was it.
What'd you feel about the last fight? The Volkanovski masterclass, really?
Oh my god! I mean, the punch hurt me. That's what I saw. And then he was just pounding the guy on the ground. I mean, it was over.
Yeah, he was kind of dick to dick.
Dick to dick.
Yo, Gabe said that in the stream, and Rob was like, "That's actually dick to mouth."
Oh my god!
But yeah, you know what I noticed in that fight? I mean, it was kind of prevalent when he fought Islam. I'm talking about Volk, but the fact that when he rocked Yair, he was like kind of like toying with him, like changing levels a little bit, like and still hitting him a little bit. But then when he went for the takedown, he literally picked him up like he was a child and slammed him on the ground and then just started dropping haymakers. And that right there, when he did that, I was like, yeah, he's on a run. That I don't think it's gonna take lightweights to have that physicality that he has because he's really strong right now. But
you could see the confidence in that pickup. That's the confidence right there. That was like I know what I'm doing and I'm gonna take care of it. So
yeah, I'm finishing. When he slammed him, it was like he's finishing the fight right then. Like I seen it, he threw him down. I was like, the fight's over. It don't matter what. It don't matter how it's gonna go. This fight's over right now. Volk really is, and I asked Jimmy this, and it'd be dope to like talk to him. Well, tomorrow for the late night stream, I'm actually gonna ask him, but just like the pound for pound conversation right now. You know, John Jones is pound for pound number one. I mean, Granted, his resume, he still hasn't lost. He's heavyweight champion right now. He should be. But Volk is making a clear case that he is right now the best fighter on the UFC roster.
And now since we're touching on that subject, now that we have some more clarity going in, so Stipe and John Jones fight is on.
Oh yeah, they announced it this week. It's gonna be in Madison Square Garden, so huge fight.
Oh
yeah, it's
in New York.
So I'm excited, man. I mean, that's gonna be a massive card, and they haven't announced who's gonna be on it. I think Lama will enjoy this, but I don't think there will be a co-main on this card because you can't. I mean, even if you could maybe co-main somebody, but it would have to be like an Adesanya.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank God!
big
Thank God! Just one main event. That's how it should
I
be.
think there's no co-main because it's John Jones fighting Stipe. You don't really need. You can put good fighters there, but you don't need a co-main to sell this fight. But
No.
When's O'Malley supposed to fight?
Oh, he's fighting in Boston. Let me see. I open my water. Let me see real quick. He's fighting Aljamain Sterling in Boston. Sugar Sean.
Volk Islam co-main John card. That'd be hard. Hercules Outlaw. What's up, Llama Nation?
Oh shit, Herc. What up, Herc? Herc was streaming, playing some Spider-Man. Man,
that card would determine #1 pound for pound.
That card would just Llama no camera tonight. Llama's driving. He's on his way back.
He's road running.
It's me and a Gabe right now taking over.
Pre-Llama takeover.
Jinx, you on me head.
Yeah, no. In fact, I actually have to go. I just wanted because the challenge was set that if I'm a real one, I'm going to get on and while I'm driving, so I'm on.
Yes,
no, but guys, thank you guys so much for covering for me. This was an unexpected thing, but you guys
called out of work today,
so thank you guys.
Thank you.
Drive safe, Llama. Love you, man. I'm only saying that because we're on the camera.
Later, boys.
Llama, I'm gonna text you back, dude.
Eventually.
Oh yeah, sure.
I will, Llama. Don't do this, dude. Don't do this.
Llama. Drive safe,
left me on red. Later, guys.
Oh man, Llama, the co-host extraordinaire.
What a G still made the Llama show while driving.
Yeah, because we called them out.
Top G.
Top G, yeah, Llama. But overall, 290 was a good card. Sean O'Malley's fighting on UFC 292, which obviously not in 2 cards. So I'm thinking 290 is probably going to be like a smaller card, and then the O'Malley a little bit. Let's see.
I think O'Malley. This next fight, he has to do some crazy stuff with his last fight being so
He's
close.
He's fighting Aljamain Sterling, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, let's get into it. What are we thinking? He hit us with the Llama show and drive.
His last fight was a close one, and it was debatable on this decision going his way or not. Now, going and fighting Aljamain Sterling now, you're not fighting no regular guys. This is Aljamain Sterling. That boy is nasty.
The backpack.
You better fucking come with it. Eat your fucking Wheaties. Like I said about the Volk fight, you better eat your fucking Wheaties. Fucking around that guy. Jay Brady, he hit us with the Llama show and drive.
Llama show and drive, yeah. I think, oh man, obviously Sean's stand-up is very good. Obviously, elite stand-up. But I think Aljo has like good power. He is very elusive on the feet. He's not like as technical as Sean, obviously, but he is very good on the feet. He's not no slouch on the feet. And I like who's better than him when it gets to the ground and he can take people's backs. And the thing is, he consistently takes everybody's back, no matter how good they are, no matter what level they are, where they're fighting. At some point, he's on their back. At some point, he's the best. He's literally the best at doing it. It'll be interesting. Like I think my like shot in the dark bet for this would be like Sean O'Malley subs him because they go to the ground, and Sean has always said like he wants to test his jiu-jitsu, and he does, like he trains jiu-jitsu all the time, but his fights never go that way, you know. And I think in this fight, like it will go to the ground.
That's a dangerous route. That's a dangerous route.
Obviously,
When you're going down there, You could think you're you're controlling it, and you know it's going your way, and in the blink of an eye you could be on your back, or
he's on your back,
in danger of a submission, you know. And not a lot of people, it doesn't work out in a lot of people's favor sometimes.
No. And the thing is, like, again, Aljo he's defended it what 3 times now. I think he's literally tied for the most defense in that division. Like, he's on, like, what we're seeing right now in UFC is kind of dope, because we're seeing a lot of legendary fighters. Like, it almost feels like me and Bird talk about, like, for me, the golden age of UFC was like when Jones was running it. You know, you still had Rampage fighting, you had Rashad Evans fighting. That class. And I feel like right now we're starting to see like the next class really take over, because think about it, from that point, like, we still had good fighters, but there was, like, it was like Conor was so big that he overshadowed everybody for a couple years. Like, like, people were big stars. Like, obviously you still had the Nate Diaz's and shit walking around, the Jorge Masvidal's coming out of nowhere, but there was like a point where Conor was the only star. Now I think we're starting to see in every division it get more competitive. And there's a couple people, they're using their brand right. Like, a lot of these fighters are getting smart, doing podcasts, doing media. Like, we're starting to see the sport really grow at a good rate right now. But I don't know.
Staying out of men's restrooms at NBA games, you know.
Yeah. Come on, dude. What are you doing, dude? With your dude. Katie said hello. Yo, Dragon Queen.
Nobody never ran through a division of studs like John at light heavyweight.
No. I mean, that was the best run, obviously, and the best division at the time. And still, and like, arguably, this would be a dope video for us, but arguably would be, I would think, top 3 divisions of all time in UFC history. Like, if you were to like do the rankings of top 10 divisions every year, I think like the division, like, especially like, there was a year, wasn't there a year? I believe there was a year that he fought 3 times. You would have to use that year if we're going by year, or just that like time period. It would have to be. Like,
I think it goes along with the size, though, when you think about it, because it's like just a step down from heavyweight to where they're a little bit more lighter on their feet, but still contain so much power.
Yep. And I mean, think about it. It's the hardest division because they can all. It's like a perfect mix of power and skill. You know, like heavyweight always had the power, but there was a lack of skill. That's why, like, when people go up there and they can actually wrestle, they dominate a little bit, because it's like these guys aren't wrestling. Even though in heavyweight you can get knocked out, and then the same thing with like going lower in weight. They're less power, so they have more skill. They're more well-rounded. Their jiu-jitsu's tighter. They're, you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, even though we didn't really we just glossed over, but the Brandon Moreno Pantoja fight, like, that was high-level skill at a
bro. Pantoja was like a monkey on his fucking back.
Yeah, bro. He's nasty.
He climbed him like that fucking Eiffel Tower, bro, and he's just fucking chilling up there.
He said, and that 205 class was roided the fuck up. Oh, God. But, like, that fight was, like, the perfect mix of, like, those guys can put each other out. I mean, they were just too tough to go out, but they can put each other out. They can sub each other. It was like a high-level mix.
That was the first time I seen Brandon Moreno at that kind of like in that position of the fight where it wasn't looking good for him. It was not, like, I want to say maybe like going into the second, third round, he really didn't see too much like not too much like momentum or anything really going for Brandon Moreno. And then he started to get a little bit more comfortable with a stand-up, but every time Pantoja took him to the ground, it was like 2-3 minutes down there, and it was just so much control time that
I think that, I mean, control time ultimately is what got him to lose the belt.
To the 4th, 5th round where it was kind of like, you know, you gotta either put him out or you're not gonna win the decision.
Yeah, and to me, it looked like his stand-up was better. He was faster. It looked like he was landing on Pantoja, which you got to give credit to Pantoja's chin, because he was getting hit a lot with a lot of jabs, straight jabs, bah, bah, and Brandon Moreno legitimately got one of the best, like crisp, like speediest jabs. That's very accurate. It's like him, Sean O'Malley, like he really does have a high rate on that jab. So it was like you got to give a lot of credit to this guy's chin when it comes to that. But again,
he's definitely got to work on his ground game to
I mean,
make it a little bit
Pantoja's just that good as well. Like,
yeah, that's what I was talking to Rob about, that he's a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So, and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I took, like, you know, as a kid or whatever. I didn't get too far into it, but I seen it's a mixture of both stand-up and ground game. So, like, even though, like, of course, there's a lot of submissions and shit that go along into Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but kind of that transition piece that Jimmy was talking about, how some of these guys, like, you could rush them for a takedown, and just from rushing them, you know, you can get put in a headlock yourself, and by the time you hit the ground, you're already getting submitted.
Yeah. I mean, when he knocked Brandon Moreno down, he went for a guillotine immediately. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's a dangerous position. So again,
he had him in a crucifix for a second, and he had him in a crucifix for a second, and I don't know why, but like he just kind of like popped up into the crucifix, hit him one time, and then popped back into full guard. Like, I don't know why he did that, but he really could have put away right there.
That would have been nasty.
Like a fighter in any MMA platform, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is a key for anything. Whether you're a black belt or not, you need to know defense on the ground at the very least.
I mean, yeah, it's okay. Well, that's the thing. Like, you've seen with high level like grapplers, like especially now, it's I don't know. In that era we were talking about, it was more like stand and bang. You know what I mean? A little bit of wrestling, like American wrestling. Now it's evolved to the point where, like, what Herc is saying is true. Like, you cannot not have good defense on the ground. You need good defense on the ground. You need good takedown defense. Because again, what happened to Yair? It was like, look how with ease, Volk was picking him up and throwing him down like a child, bro. Like, literally grabbed him and tossed him down and just started wailing on him. Like, you got to be able to defend that. I mean, granted, he was rocked and shit, like, but I don't know.
Herc said, look at how Amanda Nunes was able to take the women's division by storm. She is an amazing fighter on the ground, but she got hands.
Yeah, she got power, though. You need a good medium between both two. Yeah. At this point in MMA, you need 3 good tools. You can't just be very good at one thing. Like, think about it. Izzy, besides the Yawn fight, when he went up to 205, he's shown very good. He hasn't shown strong ground game, but he showed very good takedown defense.
Yeah.
Against very good high-level wrestlers. I mean, Derek Brunson couldn't even really take him down. But his stand-up is so good. So his stand-up is like at an elite level, and he has very good takedown defense. That's 2 things. And then
they complement each other too.
Yeah. And then you add in, like, if he does have a ground game, like that's why I was saying, like, it'd be dope. Because I don't know, for like especially the Aljo Sean fight, I'm very conflicted because I enjoy both fighters. Like, I watch Aljo's fucking podcast. I watch Sean's podcast. I enjoy both fighters' personalities. I kind of want to see them both win. I really, you know, like, if they weren't fighting each other, I'd pick them. You know what I mean? Like, each person. And for that fight, I'm like, damn, like, I would love to see Aljo continue his reign because I think that's more impactful. But Sean's gonna get the belt eventually. I know Sean's gonna get the belt. Like, he's just too good and too committed to the craft right now, and he understands his star power. And I think for obviously Aljo to defend it, like, I think you just do you knock him out or you finish him. Like, you make it a clear, like, you got to do what Volk is doing and, like, putting a stamp on, like, the division. Like, I'm fucking these guys up. This is my time. For Sean, I think you need either a big knockout or, like, you need to put him away on the ground. I think if you put him away on the ground, it shows the division that you have the elite striking, and you can put people away, especially somebody like Aljo, who his grappling is better than anybody, especially in that division.
Yeah, and again, following his last fight, with it being so close, he needs something to really stamp and showcase how far he's coming, how much farther he's willing to go.
Izzy has enough defense to make it through a fight,
True.
and a minute they're on their feet, he dominates because he's a beast with Muay Thai kickboxing. Exactly. I mean, he's just too good on the feet. Sean knows what he needs to do to be on top, and the minute he gets that belt, he'll hold it for a bit. And I agree with that. But
I kind of like
think
the whole Izzy take. I kind of like Izzy's style of fighting. Like when
it's
him against what's his name before you correct me? Pereira.
Mm-hmm.
He was real smooth with it. There was a lot of times where he was kind of getting like ambushed with jabs and punches and shit like that, and he was just maneuvering his way out of it.
Yeah.
And the mental it plays on that is kind of like it's frustrating for your defender, like to be swinging and put all this energy into these combos, and you're slipping right past them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think he's like the Ken Griffey of like fighting. Like his style is very pretty. You know what I mean? It looks good. It's like smooth. But I don't know. I want to get your opinion on like what happened with Izzy. Speaking of Izzy, like what happened after the Duplessis win, and what happened in the octagon. I like, what that make you feel? And like, do you remember like what the reaction was in the fight companion? Because I wish I was in there for like while it was going on, because that shit was kind of spicy.
No, I actually, because right after the fight ended, I went to go grab another drink. But I did watch I caught a clip of it, of them going face to face, and I felt like it was kind of like disrespectful on Duplessis' side. I mean, I don't really know their history on, you know, maybe going back and forth on social media or anything like that, calling each other out, but like I felt like Izzy was on some humble shit, and he was like, "Yeah, we're gonna see." And he kept pointing out that that's his African brother. You know what I'm saying? He kept saying that, and he's like, "Nah, you ain't my brother." Da, 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 da. Pretty much like just dissing him. I was like, "All right, we're gonna see here, because there's definitely some animosity going there." But even touching how you were saying, I think on the last pre-LLAMA, about how Izzy's just in that role right now. He's at the top of the weight class, and you know the next runner up are just gonna keep calling him out, and he's gonna either continue to run, keep running through these guys, or someone's gonna come and give it to him.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, Duplessis has, especially after this Rob fight, like and I didn't like that Duplessis made the point, but it is a valid point. Like he said, look what he did. Well, it's not fair now that I think about it, but Duplessis said in the post-fight shit, which there's a lot of heat on that in terms of like, is he saying like the end word? I'm not gonna say it on the llama like normally I would, but like he was just like, oh my, you know what I mean? My end, like he was like saying it, and it was like, yeah, I should have.
my end.
But my jigger. But you know, obviously they bleeped it out and shit, but they were like, people were mad at that. Like, why, you know, Izzy looks kind of classless. So, like, they were going at him, and he did kind of sound a little like, I don't want to say he was lit, but he did sound like he was drinking a little bit. Like, you could tell, like, in his words, because I listen to him talk frequently. And he don't really like slur like that. You know what I mean? Like, he was definitely like on some shit. But I think you're right. Like, he came in.
It could have been like that. It could have been like that John Jones and Ngannou situation. Like, you don't even know how long Izzy's been chilling there. He's probably been sipping. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Watching them fight. And I feel like as fighters, because from like a athlete's point of view, even watching, like, how to explain, Izzy's kind of there in the crowd, knowing his role that he plays. He's sitting there in the crowd and he's kind of watching. All right, so which one of these guys is gonna be my next opponent, my next opponent or whatever. And
but the thing is he got mad
with the energy of the post fight. The
build up that right there, they sold the fight. Like, but I think what you were saying is a very good point. That I think Izzy, I mean, obviously he was going in to sell the fight. He was gonna sell the fight, but I think it got heated way more than he thought, and he turned up. You know what I mean? Like, because like there was like there's a picture or like a still frame of them where like both their heads are kind of like tilted at each other, but you can see like they really don't fuck with each other, and it's because I think Duplessis said that Izzy's not really African. He's like, oh, you're from New Zealand. That's why he said in the thing. He's like, oh, what is New Zealand gonna feel about it? Like, bro, but and then Izzy goes, I don't care what your 33 and me says. He says like little quippy shit like that. It's hilarious sometimes. But I definitely think they sold the fight, and it's a tough challenge. Like, Izzy doesn't have to fight this guy. Like, he's the champion. Izzy can, at this point, he's done so much. He really
But I just love seeing him fucking fight, bro. Because his personality and how like mental he takes these things. Like the whole Pereira thing. Like he came out and he was fucking.
He always says it, and like I personally relate to like how he says it, but he's like, I'm player one. He's like, you know what I mean? I'm the main character, and he lives like it. Like you can see, he really truly like, especially even like last night, like that's some like main character shit. You know, getting a fight in the middle of an octagon, like he walk on live pay-per-view, like saying, "Yo, you're not my brother." Like, say, all right, bet.
I'm not your brother.
Duplessis hit him with the classic, I'm not your brother. Oh man. But overall, I mean, MMA is in a good spot right now. Like next couple months is going to be a lot of good fights going on.
I can't wait to switch over into NFL.
Yeah, I mean, that's coming soon.
Yeah,
I'll be able to talk NFL with you, dude.
Finally. It's been too long. Like,
Sunday
this one dude at my job tried to tell me, bro, I can't wait till college is about to start. I was like, man, fuck college, bro. Like I shot him down right away.
Yo, Eric said, top 10 black
Obamas of all time. I'm not your brother.
I wish we had that clip. That kid was so bad. Hey, brother.
Eric, do what you do, brother.
No, do what you do. No way he finds that. All the streams know where he finds that. But
or use AI.
Yo, that AI idea from earlier with the hard. We're about to hit the 45-minute mark. How you feeling? You want to hit the hour?
We keep going. Yeah, we get the hour.
All right. Transition to the next topic that we had on the list. We gotta keep it as like clean as like it's a good conversation.
Yeah, we'll keep it clean. So I just wanted to touch on the whole Adam 22 and Lena the Plug. It's just crazy to me how much it's making headlines.
Yeah.
Like TMZ, Shade Room, Say Cheese, literally it's been all over social media. Academics, rappers, you name it, everyone is chiming in on this certain topic.
And it's for chat. I'll let you guys in. So Adam 22 is a podcaster, runs No Jumper. Lena the Plug does OnlyFans. Like they're married. They just got married like recently.
She's an adult actress.
Yeah. I mean, they have one of the most brilliant ideas in terms of podcasting, especially for OnlyFans, like OnlyFans content, where they have threesomes with girls. They interview them first. These are girls that are, they have platforms. They actually interview them, and then they have sex with them after, and like they're making money off it. They put like top quality. Like obviously he built No Jumper. Like he knows what it takes to make content. So I just think it's a genius thing. Now, it was announced that, obviously they do content together. They're married. And it was announced that she was going to have sex with another dude on camera for content, obviously selling it on OnlyFans, whatever. And they do it 50-50. So she's getting all the money. It's like she's doing this for her career. And like you said, it's everywhere now. Once it got announced, like it's super, super viral. It's been a week, and every day I'm seeing new content on it. And you were telling me that too, but like, I was watching because I'm a huge fan of both of them. But to me, it's kind of interesting. I don't know how like deep like if you know much about like No Jumper, but they had some shit go on lately where he started building like. He started getting like personalities put around him because No Jumper started with him doing interviews. And he started getting personalities around him, started doing shows, like kind of doing like what we want to do with Blackout, but at that level already. And there some shit happened basically where he lost all the talent he had, and they went and started their own thing together. And and it was like a real down period. And like it was a real down period for the No Jumper, like shit. Like the content
you gotta
wasn't
think
popping.
too, it gets on No Jumper, I've seen it gets super raunchy. Like he has a lot of like B-list, C-list celebrities, like even lower than that, come through, and for the simple reason of the platform, they say the most outrageous things, talk about the most raunchiest things.
Things get leaked on there in terms of like rappers' lives, all that shit. So
thieves, I've seen people get spit on in there, fighting, throwing drinks.
Yeah. It goes crazy over there in the No Jumper shit. But just to the point though, like, how do you feel about the situation itself? Like his wife, like him being okay with it, and like because people are like trying to hit him with the we were talking about Aladdin being a cuck, but they're trying to say Adam's a cuck, and like he likes the shit. But to me, and he makes a good point. He's like, dude, we've had 300 threesomes on camera, and with mad women. Of them in our and mad of them with personal life. He's like, and this is for her career. Like they were saying, like she was either gonna have a baby or take her career to the next level, and like because obviously she's in the sex work, so it's like she's only gonna have her body and everything and people's attention for so long, So it's like you either do the mom thing or you do this thing full time, and like, bro, he said he had a number in his head, and when the video dropped, he said that number was not even. He was like chump change, like it's going crazy. And I seen that like people are saying like her OnlyFans has generated around 10 million supposedly. That's what I've seen, but I don't know how factual that is. So don't quote me on that. But like 10 mil for your girl to get smutted on OnlyFans is crazy.
Crazy, son.
One time.
The way I feel on is this, and it's different because it's not me. I'm not in that type of situation or whatever. But if he slept with that many women with her, you know what I'm saying? What is it really that big of a deal? I mean, it's on the out looking in, it's crazy. But if you really live that lifestyle they live,
that's like, my thing.
I feel like in their relationship, they really keep their own personal relationship 100% separate from their work. Like their work is just what they work in, you know what I'm saying? So all that on camera stuff that's just business. I've watched like documentaries and stuff about like adult actresses and stuff like that, and how they literally, it's like when they're on set,
clock in, they clock out.
Yeah, like when they're on set, they're a personality. They're that person, you know what I'm saying? Their actor's name or whatever. They're that person in that time. And then once they're off camera, they live normal lives like everybody else. But I think it's really just, like I said, it's not a big deal for people like them because, this is just another day at the office.
I agree with you. Like they're already doing it, right? And now there's two things. It's like the business side of it, where I'm sure in his mind he knows they're obviously they're 50-50 on their shit, and they make it very clear that they're both making money. They're both millionaires already at this point, and they're just playing for longevity. Like it's kind of like I could see him being like okay with it, like fuck it, but also like as you just got married, you know what I mean? Like,
I feel like that's not with Adam 22 too. Like I've seen he's done certain podcasts with like certain rappers, and there's always like that touchy subject that it's the elephant in the room. And the person or the artist or whoever he's interviewing, he knows that that's a touchy subject for them, and he still, just for the content, just for the views, just for the clout around it, he's gonna fucking touch on that subject. You know what I'm saying? And that's just like Adam 22. That's him in his nature, is to do the all outside of the box, that raunchy content that he's known for.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's already happened, like it's dropping. I'm intrigued to see because obviously it's a couple weeks away. I'm intrigued to see what it's gonna do when it actually drops, and if it's gonna be a topic of discussion. And like we're gonna, I mean, I watch so much No Jumper.
I think we should do a blackout watch along.
Watch along on it. What'd you say earlier though? You said this is
the first one to blow out the lotion is yeah. Get a bet going.
OnlyFans content, dude.
Who's eating mac and cheese?
Oh my god, we're gonna have the llama host it for us.
Oh my god.
Nah, but yeah, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to see what it does, like in the cycle when it comes out, and like if people are gonna be as interested as they were, prior. Because I also think it's a long time. Like obviously, she's getting people to sub to her shit now, and like it's working in the long run. But like, I almost wonder if like it would have went crazier if the video dropped immediately.
Yeah, I think he did that purposely just to build the hype. Now that
I also think
seeing
get his.
For a whole week straight, this is all everybody could talk about. It just built up the anticipation and the suspense behind this. So I think come time when they do drop it, we're gonna see some crazy numbers like, oh, she just made fucking 5 million, you know what I'm saying? Or this is because per TMZ, and I believe this is them that said it that I'm quoting. This is like been like the biggest sex tape released since the Ray J and Kim K.
Crazy.
And speaking, like if you were to think about it, really like that was like one of the most iconic ones ever, as far as like celebrities and shit like that.
Yeah. I mean, she's not,
and shows how far it's come along too.
Kim, like, yeah, go. What were you saying?
How far along they've, because they kind of, I feel like they this was right around the pandemic, you know what I'm saying? They kind of came along with this, and from what it's come from then to now, it's crazy. Yeah. Like if an OnlyFans model makes it onto the Plug Talk podcast, like they're kind of like
they're popping, or they're on the rise. Yeah.
And now it's kind of like OnlyFans, they're kind of, how to explain, like there's women out here like literally that's their career. They're OnlyFans models. Making 6 figures.
100%. But yeah, it's gonna be intriguing. I don't know if it's that, like the thing is like Kim, I don't know, maybe at the same time, like she's definitely more famous than Kim was when the sex tape came out. But at how big Kim has gotten from the sex tape, that's a different conversation. So I don't know if it's that impactful yet. We'll see. But it's definitely gonna change. They're gonna hit another tax bracket, I think. Like they're already rich, but this is gonna take them to another level. And like it kind of seems like she's talking about doing it again. And I think like another one that would blow the internet is if like they do something with another dude together. Like obviously no, you know what I mean? But I think like if they bring Adam into it, then it's like that's gonna be another pop for them. And if they, so it's like, I don't know. Again, they're kind of doubling down on the adult content. And like you said, the Plug Talk podcast is the most, it's like the Breakfast Club of OnlyFans
industry.
Yeah, like really legitimate. And it's only gonna get bigger from this. And like even like think about it. Like one, how OnlyFans works is like you can sell videos in it and shit, right? Like it's like you pay the subscription price, but you can also get separate videos for like different prices and shit. Yeah. And like just think like what that one video is gonna do in terms of like those other old shit she has. You know what I mean? Like it's just like they're gonna be printing money for a little bit with this shit, to be honest. So it's nuts.
Meanwhile, I gotta go clock into my job tomorrow. Like,
yeah, dude. If only your penis was worth that much, dude.
Yeah, for real, bro.
And the dude's gonna get to like eat off of it too. Obviously, like post it on his shit. Like he's gonna get bread off of it. Like that's crazy. And, so they had an interview. Well, Adam had brought her on. Like No Jumper, so they can talk about it. I think they kind of like delayed the drop too, so Adam can like kind of like do the media thing and like like ease it away. Like I don't think they realized it was gonna be this big, but I think he like it was like a planned thing where it was like, yo.
Oh, most definitely, because I seen Alone without his wife aside, because they also did an episode, but he interviewed like two or three other music artists and people like that to get their opinion on him letting her do that.
Yeah.
So he's really sucking all he can.
And like I said, he was on a down at this point. Like on a down. Like he lost all the talent. Like the content wasn't popping up on my feed. And I watch him a lot. Like,
yeah,
I watch him quite a bit to where like every so often, I mean, every day something. I'm on YouTube all day. Every day I'm seeing like No Jumper content. And for a while, it's kind of gone away until this came out. And then I started seeing his shit pop up on my shit again. So again, it's like benefiting him and he's not even a part of the video, you know? So we're definitely going to see them do it at least one more time. Guaranteed. There's going to be another drop like this and he's going to be a part of it. There's no way.
He's going to go down like Hugh Hefner.
Oh, man. But it's interesting, man. Anyways, it's been a great episode today.
Great
super good
episode.
I think we had great conversation. Shout out LLAMA for letting us do this, man. LLAMA said, "Hey, I was just about to get to a LLAMA. Don't you worry, buddy." He said, "If you're watching this, make sure to hit that like button.
That fucking below. Like, hit that subscribe.
Tell your friends
hit
about
the promo. It. We got drops every week, twice a week.
Twice a week.
The late night with Jay Birdie and AD, the pre-LLAMA with yours truly, and that boy AD on Blackout GG on YouTube. Don't miss out, bro.
Don't sleep on it, man. We're really coming consistent.
Matter of fact, go ahead, sleep on it. On it. You know what I mean? Go ahead. Shout out to Jay Bird.
Shout out Jay Bird. Nah, but thank you, LLAMA, for letting us do this. Sorry you missed the episode and shit, but I appreciate you letting us get this platform off. We are gonna post this video itself on the Blackout GG channel for the pre-LLAMA's like slot this week, so we can stay consistent. We didn't have a pre-LLAMA just because we were doing the show, and it made no sense to talk back to back.
Got some good games in with that boy Big Poppy.
We definitely did. Shout out Big Poppy.
They got fucking washed up and sent out of there real quick.
Yeah, he
like some express laundry.
Yo, I do gotta say, Angie, you set them up, son. You know you set them up.
You set them up bad.
You set them up. Yo, LLAMA said sleep on it.
Sleep on is one of the best closings, yo.
100%.
That's another one we got to do with AI.
It's the late night with AD and Jay Birdie, and I'm Snooky. Sleep on it.
Yo, that is crazy.
But anyways, let me close this out. I'm terrible at closing shit out. So this has been a great episode of the Big LLAMA Show. I'm Blackout AD. That's Roman2Raww. You can catch us every week. Pre-LLAMA Show. LLAMA, thank you. Hit that like button. Peace.
Fucking like button, bitch.